Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3, gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 3, gang, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, I told Basin, that joint a no-go, man. That joint is a no-go, man. I looked at dude's face from Richmond. He was like, he said something to his homeboys. I was like, man, that joint crazy, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I mean? I went and sat at the table with my old head from North with a couple of his homeboys. I'm like, man, he was like, who you talking about? Dude just came up here. He was like, man, be slaying crazy. I was like, man, yeah. I said, I was on substitute with. I said, man, listen, that's all he care about. I said, man, he wild. I said, but nah, he got a little beef with the dude from the R because he disrespected Miss Anderson. Oh, dude was like, oh, for real? I was like, yeah. So I was like, man, I try to save him, man, but you know, he ain't listening to me. He ain't act like I'm telling him something wrong. So if you think I'm telling him something wrong, then that's on him, man. I ain't, you know, I can't do nothing about that, man. So he was like, man, my homeboy was like, man, just stay out of it. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't from the town. So bitch, just stay out of it. I was like, you right. So that's what I did. I stayed out the joint. Man. So this man, he like on shower 3. This man probably done took 3 showers today. You know what I mean? I promise you, man, Miss Anderson came in, posted up on the same little spot. And I think this was a test to see if this man was really this crazy, man. I promise you, she came and posted up. Bro ain't even walk over there. Dude from Richmond ain't even walk over there. There was other dudes talking to her. Popcorn went over there and said something to her, was kicking it with her. She was a cool lady. Everybody talking to her. Man, I promise you, man, I looked up, man. And this was like in slow motion. This was a slow motion move, y'all. I promise y'all, man, I looked up and I seen Virgil coming down the steps, man. That jump was like, he was moving in slow motion coming down the steps. That was like, his shower shoes was in the joint. That jump was bouncing. That jump was like, he came down the steps. He was like, he walked to the shower. He dropped the shower bag. He was like, he scratched. He was like, he grabbed his shower stuff. He was like, he just went in the shower. The lady looked over. She was like, that man hopped in the shower, y'all. So boom. I couldn't believe it though, man. But like, I'm gonna see if this dude really got the juice though. Like, he can't. This man's not gonna do this. This man not gonna do it, man. So he get in the shower. She talking to dudes. I guess the first chance she glanced and seen what he was doing, the first glance of her seeing what he was doing, man, she was like, come on. She went to the door. She like, let me out. She peeled. She got about the pod. I looked up. She was at the brick wall over in 31 pod. She got about out jump, man. She like, these dudes maniacs over here, man. So she stayed away. She stayed away all the way until we went to dinner, man. I promise you, Virgil was in the shower. He got out of the shower like in 5 minutes after she left. He got out of the shower like this. He was smiling. He was like, towel. He went back to his cell. I was like, this dude is psycho, man. So we get ready to go to dinner. We on standby for dinner. So everybody out in the pod. He ain't going to dinner. You know what I mean? We get ready to leave, man. When we leave out, I see the dude from Richmond. He won't dress to go out either. But he's out in the salad port talking to Miss Anderson. Miss Anderson in front of the building because they feeding. They doing their child. Man, he out there talking to Miss Anderson. So I guess she telling him the whole count. Now, after I rewinded the tape, man, and like after I analyzed this and thought about it, like, you know, like years later and all of this, and even when I thought about telling the story and I thought about it, like, now, what would y'all do if you was in the dude's shoes from Richmond? Like, would y'all be trying to beat up Virgil because like he's really disrespecting your quote unquote woman and she's not really your woman? Like, what would y'all do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like beating him up wasn't the answer. Like, I just felt like this is penitentiary activities. And I just think dudes from Lawrenceville just got spoiled because this wasn't going down. Like, dudes wasn't doing this on Lawrenceville. Like, it wasn't happening at all. Like, it wasn't happening, man. So like, for real, man, like, I wasn't mad at his reasons for what he did. But like, I just was thinking to myself years later, like afterwards, like, yo, I probably would have done what he did. You know what I mean? But she told him what happened. I'm guessing. So everybody went to Chow. We come back, man. As soon as we walked in, I see Popcorn. Popcorn ain't go to Chow either. When I walk in, Popcorn like, hey, man, he called dude from Richmond name. He said, man, he just in there and rumbled your homeboy, man. I said, what homeboy? He was like, the one that be jerking off all the time. I'm like, man, listen, that's not my homeboy. I just know him from Sussex. That's not my homeboy. I was like, but you lying though. He was like, I ain't lying. Man, he just came out of his cell, man. He came out, he had blood on his shirt. I was like, for real, man? He was like, yeah. I'm like, man, go ahead with that, man. I said, man, that's wild, man. I was like, but see, that's what be happening though. So as he's saying that, the dude from the kitchen that's in his cell. Now the dude that was in Virgil's cell that worked in the kitchen. Through all of these shenanigans, usually I told y'all in the beginning, he's never really in the cell. But he was just coming back from work when all this was going on. He usually come back after dinner. You know what I mean? He'll be done. He worked. He'll come back, take a shower, then go to sleep and get ready for work again because he used to get up early in the morning. So he coming back around this time. So he walking the block and he go up the steps. When he go up the joint, he about to walk in. He was like, you back there? He was like, I was like, man, hold on, man. Let me go see Virgil straight. My homeboy was like, yeah, go check on him, bro. I was like, man, all right, man. I went up the steps. When I got close to his cell, I seen a Celly right there. Celly looking at me like, I look. Virgil was sitting on a box. He had a towel. He was putting it on his forehead. He had like a little scar right here on his forehead. But every time he touched the joint, it was massive blood coming off the joint. He was like, he was just holding it. So I walked to the joint. I was like, you all right, man? He was like, yeah, you know how that go dudes always be hating, man. Yeah, the big dude came in here, man. Yeah, we fought. Yeah, it's all good though, man. Yeah, one monkey don't stop no show, man. I'm like, man, come on, Virgil, man. I was like, you in this joint fighting now, man? He was like, man, like, I mean, these dudes up here tender, Weezy, man. Like, he fighting me over that, though. Like, come on, Weezy, man. I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm making love to her eyes. Come on, Weezy, man. I'm like, shh. I'm like, bro, you need to be careful, man. You know what I mean? His son was like, man, I told him that, man. I told him that, man. Like, you got to tighten up, man. Like, don't be doing it. Like, I told him that, man. Like, can't be doing that stuff, man. Can't be doing that stuff, man. I told him that ain't nobody. I said, man, I told him the same thing. Dude was like, man, look, I was at Nottoway, man. Dudes was doing that 100 miles per hour, man. He said, up here, he said, man, I was in 80 building and 60 building since I've been up here, Weezy, man. He said, dudes is not doing it. I said, bro, I told him the same thing. There's nobody in here being the #1 thunner. So boom. When you thought I was joking, I was telling him the truth. The truth is, this is an account for this place, man. You are out of line, Virgil, man. But what can you tell somebody that just only care about doing that, man? This man acting like that was his only thing that he had to worry about in life was freaking being the #1 thunner. That's my word, man. So it was nothing you really could tell him. This man sitting on the box acting like he listening again. But like, again, he's not really listening. I know he is, man. But now dude done put hands on him, man. You know what I mean? So he's sitting on the box. He like, he threw the towel. He was like, man, matter of fact, man, look, I'm trying to fight again. I said, man, sit your. He was like, nah, I'm trying to fight again. He told his son, he was like, man, look, man, I'm trying to wreck again, man. Tell him I'm trying to wreck again. He came up here and snuck me for real. He said, I was getting my stuff together. He said, man, that man ran in the cell and fought me, man. He said, tell him come fight me now. Tell him come fight me now. I was like, nah, Virgil, chill out, man. Chill, man, and sit down, man. You know what I mean? He was like, nah, because he keep trying to protect that lady. Yeah, I know what that lady doing. I know what you, I said, bro, chill, bro. He was like, man, nah, tell him come up here, man, and I'll shut up. And I'll shut up. So I'm like, I ain't telling him, man. His son was like, man, look, I'm trying to take my shower. Y'all need to hurry up and get this out of the way if I can take my shower, man. Virgil was like, all right, tell him come up here. His son was like, man, watch out, Weezy. He walked in his door. He was like, he called dude from Richmond. He's like, yo. Dude from Richmond came out and looked. Dude from Richmond, they got a scratch on him. He like, what's up? He was like, yo, man, my celly say he trying to see you again because you snuck him, man. Dude from Richmond was like, all right. He went upstairs like a maniac, y'all. So boom. He get to the cell. Me and bro moved out the way. He was like, Virgil already like this. Come on, come on. We go in the cell, they get the thumping. Then that joint rumbling. I'm like, oh my God. All this over slanging, all this over being the #1, all this over that. I'm like, this is out of control. He rumbling. Oh, he rumbling. Boom, 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 boom. He get Virgil. I look up. He got Virgil in the air. He trying to body slam Virgil on some like dunk on his head. But somehow Virgil was able to maneuver and he fell like on his back. But it wasn't a hard fall. So Virgil jump up, start rumbling him again. Man, dude catch Virgil, man. Boom. He get Virgil in the corner and just start pounding him. Boom, 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 boom. Virgil fall, ball up. Virgil ball up. He like this. Boom, 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 boom. Watch out. Boom, 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 boom. Virgil just balled up. Virgil catching punches all in his neck, his back of his head. Dude just hitting his boom, 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 boom. Dude just hitting him, boom, 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 boom. He's snapping out. His celly looked at me. His celly was like, man, come on, he was like, yo, come on, big man. Come on, big man. Come on, big man. He was like, boom. He gave Virgil one more punch. He was like, yeah. Call me out again. Yeah, how about that? Call me out again. Yeah. He walked away like this. When he walked away, Virgil was like, he looked like he could finally peek. He was like, yeah, as long as I fight. Yeah, that's all that matters, as long as I fight. I was like, man, Virgil, look, man. I said, bro, you got a black eye now, man. He was like, he went to the mirror. He was like, man, ain't nothing I ain't never had before. Yeah, I just wanted to show him, though. I ain't no punk, Weezy, because I'm going to do what I do. Ain't no disrespect. I said, man, look, bro, you need to sit in here because when the police see you, you go into the hole, bro. His celly was like, man, yeah, man. Real talk, man. I'm trying to get some sleep, man. I've been working all day, man. Come on with this stuff, Virgil, man. Virgil was like, man, all right, man. I'm like, man, all right then, man. Like, we trying to save your lives, man. So boom. What you talking about, man? So I dipped, man. Like, it was nothing for me. It was nothing else for me to do. Man. Virgil done got served. You know what I mean? He fought a dude that he really didn't have no wins. That's what it looked like, man. Dude from Richmond pounded him, man. Pause. Like, he got off on him. You know, Virgil balled up at the end. In the beginning, Virgil won with him, but at the end, he lost. So that was that, man. Dude made a statement, you know what I mean? And that was that. That lady came on the floor. I looked. I seen Virgil. Virgil would never go to that shower again. So apparently he learned his lesson behind that, man. He had to, because at the end of the day, I want y'all to tell me that in the chat too. Was that disrespect on Virgil end for trying to be the number one to somebody girl? At the end of the day, I think she's in penitentiary working. So I think that she gets whatever comes with penitentiary activities, man. So I looked at it like that later. But back then, I was looking at it like Virgil Wilder. You know what I mean? Just because I was removed away from how dudes was moving like that on Susses, man. Like, I wasn't seeing it no more. So it was like, it was just something that I didn't really, like, you know, care about thinking about, because it wasn't going on up there. But Virgil chilled for a while off the lady. I'm gonna say that. Virgil chilled out, man, off the lady, man. He done rumble dude, and that's what it is, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was so crazy because Virgil basically, like, he had to be on bed rest for a while behind that jump, man. He was on bed rest, and like, by him being on bed rest, he already knew if he let the CO see him, you know what I mean, he gonna go to the hole. I been told him about the hole when he came in here. Like, I told him, me and him had a conversation. I told him, like, yo, bro, in the hole, you're not seeing nobody, bro. You're not seeing the lady in the booth. You're not seeing no females walking around there helping you. I said, bro, listen. You're done. I said, the only people you want to see is the nurses. And that's if you're getting medicine, bro. I said, other than that, bro, you don't see nobody in the hole, my guy. I said, you don't see nobody, man. So I was like, look, ain't no need for you to go to the hole. He was like, yeah. So I've been told him about that. So he remained on bed rest. I just think he didn't want to go to the hole and get freaking his favorite love taken away from him, man. That's slanging at these COs, man. But he know he had to just lay it down for a while. He was a veteran, and that's what he did, man. So he was on bed rest for about 2 weeks, about a week and change at the most. So he finally started coming out and emerging, you know what I mean? He started coming out in the pod, and he just started kind of mingling, but he still wanting them showers and messing with them ladies like he used to, you know what I mean? All the way up until they moved this lady, man. I'm not even gonna say her name. We're gonna call her Miss M. And everybody on Lawrenceville might know this lady, man, but this was a cool lady, man. When she started working 30 building, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. The lady wasn't all that attractive, you know what I mean? But looks ain't everything. She wasn't all that attractive, man. When I tell y'all, she had a nice booty. She had a very nice booty. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm talking about she come through and do rounds. That jump look like this. That jump like two midgets freaking juggling. That jump like, that's how her booties be. Man, she come through and walk. That jump be like, and she had the most nice personality that you ever seen in your life, man. This lady was nice. She was so nice. She stopped and talked to everybody. Man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. This lady was so super duper cool. Miss M was super duper cool. People know who I'm talking about. She was super cool. I promise you, man. Man, he seen her. Man, I promise you, man. He seen her, man. All of that bed rest, all of that I'm staying out the way. Man, all of that junk was over with, y'all. When I tell y'all it was over with, man, that junk was over with, man. I looked up and I seen that man going to the bottom shower. He was coming down the steps like this with his laundry bag. He was like, he got to the shower, he was like, he threw his towel over the junk. That man was in that junk. Man. That's my word. She doing the round, started from the far side. So she coming from the far side, and she got to come this way towards the showers. Then she gonna go up the steps. Man, she came down, ripped the runway, And I guess he had a straight shot of the shower. That's all you seen was the shower go like this slightly. It won't even allow noise. I know he a maniac, so I heard that joint was like, you heard the shower curtain say, he pulled that joint a little bit, man. He was knocking her toboggan off as she was walking, y'all. So boom. So as she walking, she like, close that shower up. I guess he just kept hitting. He a psycho. Like you gotta show him that you ain't with it. I'm telling you, this dude a real psycho. So she like, oh, you ain't gonna close it up. Oh, you ain't gonna close it up. She grabbed the curtain. She was like, she closed that joint up. She about to walk up the steps. So she turned around to go up the steps. That joint like, that's her butt looking like a locomotive. She walking, getting ready to go up towards the steps. All you see is the shower curtain go like this. The joint dudes that was standing right there was like, yo, man, come on, man. This word, man, I guess he came out and stood there like a little mounted brick wall, a little brick jank right there. Man, I guess he came out and stood on that jump. He started knocking her toboggan off going up the steps. When she got up to the top and turned and seen that he had that shower jump wide open, she was like, she just shook her head and went through the back. She didn't even want to finish her rounds. Man, she bounced, man. She got up out of there, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, she left. She left out the joint, man. He closed the shower back up. You know what I mean? Dude was like, yo, man, what you got going on, man? Dude, wildin', man. That's my word, man. He get out of the shower. He like this. Hey, Weezy. I'm like, yo, you like, I'm back. I'm like, you think that's funny, man? It wasn't funny at the time. I ain't gonna lie. This man told, hey, Weezy, I'm back. I'm like, you back? I'm like, bro, you this close, bro, getting sick off this camp, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna get you above here, man. Because they knew you sick, man. But Lawrenceville knew. Lawrenceville know how they knew. They see this man rap sheet. They see that this is the only thing he got in his rap sheet was these freaking charges, man. That's the only thing they got in his rap sheet, man. So I promise you, like the rumor, like everybody, like he's doing this after they done came out and told people like a couple years ago that you might have to sign up to be a sex offender if you catch too many of these cases, man. And I think they did that just to kind of like muffle this stuff, man, because you know a lot of people didn't care about it as far as the women that worked there, but you had a lot of women that felt really disrespected, man. Like this man is in the shower with his tongue out, freaking jacking off, looking at me, man, being the number one thunner. You had a lot of COs that thought that was disrespectful. So I think that's why they made that a rule. But after hearing that, you would think that'll freaking muffle a gunner. It didn't, man. That man still didn't care. That man still didn't care, man. That man went up the steps, super duper happy, man. He got dressed, came back downstairs, and she came, was talking to dudes when she walked in the block and seeing that he was right there kind of by the TV, she hauled ass again. So this man was scaring the poo-poo out the damn block, y'all. So boom. So you already know dudes was like, man, come on, man. Like, what's up? So it was some other dudes that was from Portsmouth. I think one of them was from Portsmouth, one of them was from Chesapeake. But they was some of the ones that was standing in the back when he had his shower open trying to knock the lady toboggan off. Man, I promise you, man, as soon as he came downstairs after the CO had left, they dudes pulled up on him. Like, they didn't pull up on him on like, you know what I mean? But it was like, yo, look, man, OG, like, they were like, man, look, man, man, you can't be doing that with that shower curtain open like that, man. We standing right by my cell, man. I feel like you disrespecting me. It was like, man, look, ain't no disrespect, man. You know, I'm just trying, you know, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. That's it. He used to say stupid shit like that all the time, man. He had a bunch of gunning sayings. Like I said, it's freaking slanging language, man. He had a whole bunch of shit. That man said, man, shit. Man, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut, man. That's it, man. I ain't got no beef with y'all, man. Dudes are like, man, all right, well, just tighten up, man. Don't do that shit in front of us, man. Goddamn, you gonna do it. Make sure ain't nobody in the goddamn gun range. You like, man, all right, man, my bad, man. Dudes was like, all right, man. Dudes give him the elbow. He trying to dap dudes up after he just got out of the shower, y'all. So boom. This dude is a real deal psycho, man. I'm standing over there, jump minding my business. Me and my other homeboy, he pull up. He like, man, Weezy, man, I'm about to leave this pod, man. I was like, why you say that? He was like, man, there's too many dudes in here. That's just too sensitive, man. These dudes is too sensitive, man. He said, man, look at me, man. I done got my ass whooped off just fucking jacking off, Weezy, man. I said, bro, listen, because I told you in the beginning, this wasn't that type of pod. This wasn't that type of compound. I said, I told you that at the beginning. He was like, yeah, you did, but like, goddamn though, Weezy, man. I'm fucking getting people pulling up on me behind this shit. I said, because you think this sus is too, bro. I said, this is a sus is too, man. I said, man, you just basically out of line, man. You know what I mean? He was like, man, this shit crazy, Weezy, man. Fuck that shit, man. You know what I mean? That man went up the steps. I looked up. This man was getting his shower bag. He was headed to the shower on the top tier, y'all. So boom. This man was a nympho for the shower. Pause. That's what he was, man. This man was out of line, man. This man be in the shower so damn long. This man get out that bitch, that nigga forehead be wrinkled. Nigga, fingers be wrinkled, man. That nigga get out that bitch like he was in a bathtub for 10 hours like when we was a kid, and we get out and we be the wrinkled person. That's what that nigga look like when he get out the shower sometimes. He spend so much time in the shower. This man take 2-3 showers. He take 2-3 showers sometimes, man. This man was a lunatic, man. This man was an all-around lunatic, man. So like, he kept on continuing doing him. What he did was he started being respectful to the people that he went and do that in front of people. On Sussex too, man, I'm telling you, man, you mess around and look around and look and somebody doing, you like, oh, you got, like, that's prison. Like, that's real prison up there. Up here wasn't like that. You know what I mean? So like, he felt like he probably had to be a little bit more respectful to the people that wasn't into that game. And like, that's all he had to look at it. Like, we're not telling you not to do you. Like, if you get thrown under the jail for it, that's you. You know what I mean? But do you, but just be mindful, like, this ain't that type of place. So you got to watch out for different things. You know what I mean? He done got thrashed at once. So the man started chilling. He started chilling out. He started just trying to like shadow box. I started joking him. Every time I see him, I used to be like, man, when I see him go to the top 10 shower, I was like, man, you up there shadow boxing, man. He used to be mad. He was like, man, you up there shadow boxing, bro. You be like, man, I ain't finna go shadow box. I'm finna go put work. I was like, man, you shadow boxing, man. What is you talking about, man? You shadow boxing. That's what dudes used to call those Susses too. When you just in the shower welling, you ain't really, dude be like, man, he been in there an hour shadow boxing, man. You been in that joint shadow boxing. That's worse, man. You shot. He like, man, I ain't shadow boxing. So he go in the shower and do him well some more. You know what I mean? So he kept doing him, man. You couldn't stop him from doing him. You know what I mean? His number was in his celly way, and that was that, man. So out of nowhere, though, this was like a week later, out of nowhere, man, the word that came out that we was about to go on institutional lockdown, man. So when that's happening, you know, you want to be prepared. You want to have your stuff. You want to have your blacks. You want to have your tobacco. You want to have a little bit of la. You want to make sure you got some food because you might be on this joint a week. But it's gonna be like something that sometimes I be needing the lockdowns, man. Be like, you know what? I just need to just be alone, man. With like me and my roommate, I guess. But like, I just need to think. Not be out in the pod, moving around, looking at 80-some people every day. Like, the lockdown gave me time to kind of like unwind and kind of like get my thoughts together. Like, that's what I use lockdown for. I never was worried about a lockdown when they come with lockdowns because I always had stuff. I always would make sure I had stuff. As soon as that rumor come out from the kitchen that they might be going on lockdown, I'm going to buy some la and I'm going to find the tobacco and I'm going to put it in the cut because I got to have something for every day of that lockdown, y'all. I was a real deal lunatic, man. So I didn't really care about the you know what I mean, when they talk about going on lockdown because I needed to chill, not to be around everybody, man. And I'm going to make sure I got the la and I'm going to chill every day and I'm going to eat good. So I don't be worried about it, man. So when they came with that rumor, that's what they were saying. This was like on a Thursday, you know what I mean? So, you know, everybody trying to get prepared, everybody trying to do them. So I had got confirmation from the dude, Virgil roommate, that they definitely was going to do a shakedown, you know what I mean? So we already knew what was going down. So after Sunday I came, you know what I mean? Everybody already knew probably when we locked down Sunday, this was going to be the last of the Mohicans, man. So the 7:30, 8 o'clock, I think that was it. You come back out again one more time. But when they locked us down for that, they didn't let us out no more. Like, we didn't come back out no more, man. So everybody was stuck in the cell. So like, man, everybody was stuck, you know what I mean? Like, somebody like Virgil, they don't really like lockdowns, you know what I mean? Unless they in the cell dolo and they could be a psycho, man. Now, he was like that because his roommate was gone. So I guess that's what he was in there doing the whole time. So when they put us on the lockdown, his celly did his last day at work and he got to come back. And he got to come back for lockdown. After they shake our building down, then he can go back to work. That's how they carried it, you know what I mean? So he came back. So when he came back, he's stuck now. Now he ain't going to work every day. We on lockdown, man. So now we just in the joint. So everybody in that joint chilling, minding their business. Everybody in that joint minding their business, man. And I looked up and I seen that they brought some rookies into our joint. You know what I mean? So they got rookies in our joint. Like the rookies, they wear black sweatsuits and all of them be young girls. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. Like you might have one old head out the batch, but all of them be in their 20s. All of them be in their 20s, man. All of them be thick as hell. That's how I be looking. So when we looked up, they was coming in our joint, but we thought they was shaking us down. So everybody trying to like, yo, they about to come in this joint. But dudes were like, nah, they ain't in our joint. That's just the rookies. So they came in and the lady just was showing them the pods. You know, the lady that's training them, she's showing them the pods and she stopped. And she was just, you know what I mean? She told them to sit down and she was talking to them. So as they sitting down talking to him, when I looked, I seen Virgil standing on his door. Like, you know, my cell is like diagonal to him, but I can see him if he's standing at his door. So I look, he's standing at his door. So when I looked again, he won't at the door no more. He won't at the door no more, man. So I'm like, damn, this nigga. I said, I was telling myself, I was like, this nigga probably goddamn, that bitch in the heat. Goddamn it, all these goddamn women out here. I said, that nigga wish goddamn his Sully one of that bitch. I said, that's why he can't do anything. Because it's Sully in that motherfucking cell. Now, I promise you, man, I don't know if his Sully was asleep. I don't know what the case is, man. I don't know what was going on. But all I know is while those ladies and those rookies was down there, that's all you heard was a noise like this hit the door. Boom! Like it was a loud ass lunch. It was like, boom! Got down. The lady that's training them, she looked up. She was like, she got on the walkie-talkie. She was like, open up. She called them to open up the door. When she called them to open up the door, that's all you seen was Virgil come out that bitch. Boom! Virgil fell out that bitch. The door wide open now. I looked, the nigga got the box. This nigga got the box in front of the door. I haven't seen a nigga get on the box on the door since Sussex 2, y'all. So boom. Virgil was a real lunatic, man. So when the door opened, he fall out. Man, you just see his roommate come out that bitch, man. His roommate kind of big. His roommate come out that bitch. Man, he grabbed that nigga. He said, nigga, you disrespect me in my sleep, motherfucker. Boom, 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 boom. He just started beating Virgil ass. I was like, oh, shit. So it's nothing but females. It's only females, and they rookies. So they don't know how to go break this shit up, man. This is my word, man. Nigga roommate was sitting on top of Virgil little ass. Virgil probably weigh $150, $160. Man, this nigga roommate like 230. This word, he's sitting on top of that nigga. You disrespect me in my sleep, nigga. Oh, nigga, fuck around with you. Oh, nigga, fuck around with you. I'm like, oh, everybody like, oh, shit. Oh, Virgil just get his ass. He's like, nigga, fuck around with you, nigga. Fuck, nigga, fuck, nigga. You a fuck, nigga, fuck you, nigga. You nigga. And I just start blacking out on Virgil ass. I was like, I couldn't even say shit. I was just looking in shock because he got him like, I can't see Virgil, but I can see his roommate on top of him. But because they like behind the little railing and shit, you know what I mean? So I'm just looking, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this shit is nuts. I'm like, what the fuck? Finally, the police running that bitch, man. Finally, after like 5 minutes, the police running that bitch. They run straight up the steps. They got them grab the nigga Balfour. They grab the nigga Balfour, man. The nigga like, this nigga disrespected me for the last fucking time. Y'all put this fucking sick nigga in the cell with me. Sick motherfucker. They like pull that nigga up. They like, man, stay right there. They handcuffed him. He's like, man, fuck that shit. They took him out. Virgil still was on the damn ground. Virgil was fucked. Everybody on the door looking at that shit. Virgil fucked up. I was like, oh shit. They grabbed Virgil and they took that nigga out, man. I guess they walked him to medical. Virgil shit was bloody, man. That nigga shit, I was surprised he was able to walk. Man, they walked that nigga out. That nigga left. I looked out the window. That nigga was walking slow as a bitch to medical. That's my word. Goddamn, niggas was on the door. Yo, niggas was like, yo, man, that nigga crazy as a bitch, man. That nigga was in that bitch gunning with his celly in the cell. I was like, oh. I was like, this nigga out of line, man. Like, real talk, Virgil's out of fucking line, man. He's out of line for that shit, man. That nigga's out of line for that shit, man. But his roommate whooped his ass. Man, his roommate whooped his motherfucking ass for doing that shit, man. And for real, after I had heard, after what had happened with him and Virgil, his roommate went to the hole, but he got out. Like 3-4 days later, man, and they fucking gave him his job back because they put this sick motherfucker in the cell with dude. You know what I mean? And for real, like, he had got the case, but I think they just got it removed so he can get his job back, man. Because for real, he ain't asked for that shit, man. He ain't asked for them to put the #1 gunner in his cell, man. They put the #1 gunner. They put the #1 in his cell, man. That nigga was in the cell, man. So Virgil went to the fucking hole. He went to the fucking hole where they say he was being a maniac, man. They let him out. When they let him out, they put Virgil in cell. When they let him out, Virgil went to 70 building, man. 70 building ain't nothing but number 30 building on the other side of the yard. That's basically what that is, man. They put that man over there. That man lasted probably like a week over that bitch. And I had heard somebody whooped his ass over that motherfucker, man, for gunning in that damn bottom shower, man. You know what I mean? Niggas got women and shit, man. Niggas not used to looking over their shoulder and seeing a nigga jacking off right there in the cut. Niggas ain't used to that, man. They said nigga whooped his ass then. They said Virgil went to the hole again after that. They said when he was back in the hole, he was trying to gun the nurses back there. They said that was the final draw right there, man. They got rid of Virgil ass. I don't know where they sent this dumb ass at. You know what I mean? I don't know if that required a mountain trip or whatever the case, man. But they sent him off this motherfucker. I never seen him no more after that shit, man. But he was the only dude that I saw that ever was on type. But he was the only dude that I ever saw, man, that I ever met, man, that just only cared about freaking jacking off, man. Pause, man. That's all he cared about. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like, I done ran into a lot of dudes that was sick with it, man. He was one of the top 3. He goes in the top 3, man. But look, like I say though, when you doing that type of stuff, you gotta be able to take what come with it, man. And violence came with it. Every time he got crazy, man. But he gotta learn his lesson one of these days, man. Maybe he's not doing that no more. I hope he's not the #1 gunner no more, man. But knowing him, he probably on the street doing that shit, y'all, man. It's shit sad, man. But that was a crazy situation. That's the end of the damn story, though. Man, I appreciate y'all for watching another one, man. Y'all know the count, man. Stay your ass out the way. What I told you in the beginning, your family needs you, man. Stay out the way, y'all. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This was the Thursday Banger. So what y'all do is like, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go. But be safe out there, people. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.